Hello, dear. Yeah, you just hanging out, doing your thing over there, huh? Hello, dear. Yep. Well, it's another beautiful afternoon. I don't know. It's today, and let's get back to work on this thing. So I want to get the stuff on the inside of the cab all taken out so I can repaint it. I'm not happy with the paint I put on there before. It's all like really kind of uneven and stuff. And so it's got, I don't want this. I want it to look smoother and better on the inside because I want the inside to look nice. Well, honestly, I've already done this stuff and I forgot to hit record on the intro to this. So what you're seeing right now is it's all already done. So, ta-da! So now I'm going to rewind, go back, and show you all the stuff I did on the inside. And yeah, so there you go. The original intro is pretty cool. I had a couple jokes. I don't remember them now because it's a couple days later. But, let me show you what I did. And here we go. And I think on the first thing we're going to do for the getting all the interior ready is the fan for the heater thing. This thing's all ready, but the fan's not working. And remember, we're pretending that I already shot the intro. So act like this is all together. I already know the answer, but we're going to see if we can fix this thing because that'll, save us some money and keep it all original to the truck. So let's get this cap pulled off and see if we can fix it. All right, I'm just seeing if I can use a Dremel because these spots are really small. I don't want to cut into the case, and the only other cutter I have is really big. So let's see if I can. Oh, it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Oh, it's missing one of the brushes. Why is it missing a brush? Okay. Well, looks like we're going to use the big cutter. So let me put the Dremel away. Just put this away. It looks like I need to get a brush set for my Dremel. That's probably why I haven't used it in a long time. Where did I put my big cutter? All right. Here we go. So now we're going to do what's known as overkill and try not to mess it up. And it's going to be loud. Yay. Okay. All right, if you can see, I did get the case a little bit because the weld goes way deep in there, and that was what I was trying to avoid, but I got it close, and we just break them with this chisel-y thingy. I think it's called a chisel. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the vise and see what I can do with that. All right, get that tight. Not too tight to where it crushes it, but tight. And hopefully we can turn it. No, that's just... That's not helping at all. There's something loose in there now. Yeah, it's definitely moving. I wonder if we're doing more damage than good. It's like getting a wheel cylinder, cap off. Same concept. Well, look at that. All right. See a bunch of rust coming out. That's not a good sign. Oh my. Yeah, that might not be savable. Oh, jeez. See what's on the lid. Wow, that is some corroded stuff right there. I think this is that fiberglass stuff that you find in... Oh, look, it broke off. Okay, that's pretty bad. I did not expect that. Well, that's that is, there's kind of no point to it now. Okay, well, I think that answers that. We will keep searching for a fan motor. On to the next. What should we do next? Oh, look, I can see holes through there in the light. There are holes, pinholes right there. Yeah, it's amazing how like it looks okay on the outside, but on the inside it's just, I guess it does sit on the bottom of that thing, so whatever water was getting into the system was just sitting right on top of here and leaking in and destroyed it. Alright, so we'll just stick that back on the shelf until I get the replacement. Make sure it's all, you know, the same, and I don't know. Maybe I'll use this as a cup holder for something else at some point. Get all that stuff out of there. That'd be kind of cool. A little cup holder like that, made out of that. Huh. Anyway, so let's see, what can we work on? This thing's waiting for money. This thing's done, just needs to be installed. That's waiting for the fan. It's a box of parts. I could paint that, but it's light outside, and I want to be outside. I don't think there's anything really left in here to work on, so I mean there's wiring, but I got somebody else doing the wiring. Let's go. Oh, look at this thing real quick. My girlfriend made this, or is making this. I don't know if it's wet. Just a little outhouse. She did it all by hand. There's a little toilet in there, and it's gonna get moss and stuff on it. That's pretty cute, huh? It's made out of popsicle sticks, I think. I can't remember. She told me, I wasn't listening. You know. It's even got a little hole in the roof. Okay, let's head out to the truck. One of the things I want to work on is I want to get the dash out and take it inside and like sand it and paint it. It's just, I want the inside to look smooth. The whole inside needs to be repainted. Did it too fast the last time, so I think I'm going to take the dashboard out, take it inside, sand it, paint it. I also need to get that thing off of it. Somebody JB welded it on, and you know, I want everything to work. Can also pound that out a little bit just with a hammer. Be much easier to do on this inside. I want to take these off so I can take this off, so I can take these off, because these are all rounded out, so I can find some new end caps or whatever. You know, the wipers have to work where I live, and it's required to, you know, drive it on the road. So yeah, I think that's the next thing I'm gonna do, take all that stuff off. I also kind of want to repaint the stuff in here, but leave this pitted. I don't know why. I don't know why I want to look like that. Just, you know, aged and then new-ish, I guess. Anyway, let's get that dashboard out. It should be real easy. It's just got, let's see, inside the dashboard, it's got bolts that you can't see because the light's not on. And then bolts way over on that side, and I think that's it. Maybe a couple screws up top. I'm sure there's got to be a screw or bolt somewhere in here, and then it literally just pops out. You know, and this truck, since I'm taking time with it instead of trying to do it fast like I was before, you know, I'm gonna go a little bit deeper and get everything out of the cab. I'm gonna leave the gas tank, not gonna mess with that. You know, wiring, everything. Do it, then start putting it back together. And I mean, it's pretty close. It just, there's a couple little things. So let's do it. There's a pretty good dark action shot for you right there. I'll keep the bolts straight. Got my magnet. Let's see. Okay, looks like they are 1/2 inch. Yeah, that's right. I did that by feel. Proud. Wow, I'm surprised. Okay. Right here. See how tight it is. It's kind of tight. Maybe I need the long handle. Ah, there we go. I'm trying to be gentle. I don't want to break these. Alright, now I can use the little one. Do it It's all on the wrist now. You know, I have power tools. I should get them. Okay, I'll be back. All right, I got my little ratchet here. Already oiled it. Remember to oil these every day you use them. Get it down there nice and square. And there we go. Okay, there's one. There's a third one. It was a little gritty. You can see where it was rubbing. Oh, it's warm. I like to clean these up, and then when I install them, I'll clean those threads too, and then use Loctite on the originals. It should be loose. And it just fits together right there. What's that? That's nothing. Alright, I'll get the other side undone. We'll take this thing out. Alright, so I don't know how this thing is stuck on here. Let's move you back a little bit. There. Now it's moving. But I wonder if it's like seam sealed in. Or missing a screw or something. So I can feel a lip right in here, and it feels like there's seam sealer on it. It probably has something to do with the windshield surround. A little thing right there. I think it's just seam sealed together. So what that means is I'm going to do some research, and we shall deal with that later. Or I'll put the bolts back in, and it'll be fine. So now I want to take these off, which these should be pretty easy. All right, so these have a bolt there. Then on the inside of the door, they have bolts there, and then a bolt right there, which you can get either out here or inside the cab. And with these, they also have shims. You want to pay attention to your shims. Looks like this one has a thick one. That one has kind of a thick one. We'll see when they come off. It's also how you align your body gaps through these. I'm not so worried about body gaps because it is, you know, ultimately just a work truck. But I don't know if you have to take these off to take that off. I'm just assuming. So we'll find out, right? All right, power tool time. All right, so it looks like all four bolts are the same size. The two shims at the top are the same size. That, look at that. It's got to be the original color, right? So the inside must have been silver, and then the color of the truck was yellow. Okay, so it looks like, well, this antenna's fine, but the cable needs to be replaced. I'll take this, I'll just do one side at a time. Let me put these back in so I don't lose them. And now we can also see that we don't need to do that to take the cowl off, which is good to know. I didn't know, now I know. So that must mean this thing was originally work truck yellow, I'm guessing. This looks all nice and clean in here, which is where the water would go down. It looks all nice and clean down there. What is this? Some kind of like rubber cover thing. Yeah, I'll probably go through and paint, at least get some like clear on there. I don't know, there's no rust at all, which is nice. Okay, Okay, so let's see what we need to do to the cowl. I already touched this the other day and it is rotten. So I'm gonna order another one because, like I said, I want everything working, all the weather seals, and this will be a good one for where I live. Oh, it's got screws. I don't like dealing with screws. They're Phillips. I don't think it goes into the rubber. I think it's just held on by screws. You know, I do come out here about once a week, spray this thing off, because it's sitting under these trees and it gets sap all over it, and you know. While I was blowing that, I looked over at the other side at this thing right here, and it's got 2 shims on the other side. So, you know, pay attention. They also might be different sizes, thickness, or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what they did back then. Looks like I'm gonna go get. I wish I had an impact driver for screws, because man, let me tell you, that saves a lot when you. Okay, I'll be back with the screwdriver. All right, okay, so screwdriver. This first one here fits real good. Okay. Oh, nice. I'm sure this is a great shot. That one's gonna give me problems. There's a bunch of paint stuck in that one. So we'll go to the next. Nice. Okay. Let me get a pick that paint out. This one might be a little rounded. It looks like it. I think that's as clean as it's gonna get. Gotta walk all the way around the truck. Screwdriver's over here. Okay. Now walking all the way around the front. I need to get like a tool belt or something. I don't like having a lot of stuff hanging off of me, but nice and slow. This one's gonna be a pain. I wonder why this one's so rounded. Do I have a hammer out here still? Nice and square in there, and yeah, seems to help. And now, is this gonna come off easy for me? Let's go to the other side. Take our tools with us. Clip, feels like there's a clip or another screw that I keep. Oh, there we go. Oh, I see. So it slides onto these, slides onto those. Okay, so it slides onto these things right here through these little hoops. Okay, so this thing's in nice shape. So I've got to put the little rubber for the engine compartment on order, or at least on the wish list. And looks like we got some bolts for the, what is this called? I think in the catalog it's called a windshield wiper transmission. We also got to take that motor out and test the motor. You know, before this thing was parked back, this was clean on the inside. None of these leaves were here. Or needles, I guess, needles. You know, leaves in needle form. This all looks nice and solid too. No rust. I don't feel any rust. Okay, so a little bolt, and that should come out. That should come out the other side. See the main nut right there. You know, I'll probably also take the water hose, stick that down in here and see where everything's falling out at. Oh, look. Just found sap. Amber. Before it's amber. It's all squishy still. But, it's sticky. Okay, that needs to go on the list. Just a little 5/16. Okay. this one. Oh, okay. There we go. That's what I thought. Makes me think the motor works. Alright, the sun is starting to fade. I don't know how much longer I have out here. It gets too dark out here. It'll work. I need some shop lights. It also starts to get cold because we're right next to a lake. And the wind just picks up off that lake. There we go. Should get a step ladder. There we go. Man, I wish I had some of that lube right now. There we go. There's that. Put a dent in the hood. Let's pop that out real quick. There we go. Alright, so let's take a look at what we got here. So we have inside the wiper arms, well, the one wiper arm. There's only one on this truck. The inside's all like hogged out, and it also looks like somebody put JB weld in there, probably just stuffed it in there, probably to try to stick it onto the post here and get it to, like, you know, form around it. And both the posts on both sides are just worn, but this one's real bad. So, you know, I don't think these are going to hold anything. Everything else on these is fine. The little balls move nicely. These things spin around. This one's a little tough, just needs to be like lubed and it would be fine. I can't find just these pieces. I can find the whole piece new for like 89 bucks, which I don't want to spend that much on this. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to go to a couple junkyards, see if I can find this whole piece right here, because it looks like these are just two little rivets. They pop off, and then you get the arm, the ball, and this and these all in one piece. So if I can do that, that'd be great. I'd save a lot of money. Not time, but money, you know. If I could just find the caps, that would be cool. I have no idea how these are put on here. This one's really worn down. So I don't think they're like screwed on anything. I think it's one piece, and then it's like, what's that called? You know, smacked onto there, riveted, or, you know, whatever that's called. But so I guess I'll bag up all the bolts for it, tape it to the thing, put it on the shelf, and put it on my list of stuff I need that is way too long. So next, I want to take this light out, and the wiring goes up here and down here, and I don't think this is what it's supposed to look like. So we need to fix the wiring. I think I have a cover for it. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, let's get it off. There's a flathead. That also doesn't help. Jeez. What is your malfunction? Okay, I guess I have to get the hand machine. Oh, it's stuck in there. Maybe it needs a smaller screwdriver? Okay, I'll be back again. All right, got a much thinner screwdriver. Might have to cut that thing out. What the heck is going on? Oh, it's so stuck. Alright, so I got my little cutter wheel. I oiled it already, God it's loud. And I'm wearing my safety glasses, so I'm just going to give it a touch. Just like that. Try to open that up a little bit. Nope, a little bit more. Yeah, starting to cut through it. Probably gonna break it here in a second. That sucks. Okay, let's see if I can find some heat. All right, finally found the burning. Get this thing warmed up. Stinks. Stinks like melting rubber. Come on. Oh, it's turning. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit and cool off for a couple minutes before I pull it all the way off. But we succeeded in that part at least. Okay, I think it's cooled off enough now. All right. Oh, I see. It's got the wire. I think it's got the ground wire going to it. Yeah, definitely had the ground wire going to it. Huh, interesting. All right, I'm gonna gently pull this up. Oh no. Well, bummer. Okay. I guess we'll. So I had some whatever this is called for a string trimmer tied to it, and I was hoping to be able to pull the whole thing out, but looks like we'll be using that coat hanger. Okay. So it looks like to me that this piece is probably original. This piece right here looks like an add-on because it's not cut correctly. But, you know, we'll just reuse that. Oh, flaky. It's got a ground wire, and it's got the wire that goes out to your wiring loom. And it's got this thing, and I don't know what that is. It's plastic. It goes into the bulb. Is it like some kind of a fuse? I can't read those letters. They are so small. I'm going to put this in a bag so I can research to see how this is wired, because this doesn't make sense to me. I think this is an add-on. It says Judco on it, and I can't make out those little tiny letters. Oh. I know, I don't have my glasses. Patent pending, something, something, California. All right, so I'm gonna put this in a bag. The 3 screws that aren't gonna be used again in there, just in case. Get this in there. Don't lose anything. I should get bigger bags, huh? Yep, perfect. All right, and then here's the cover. So I do have the cover, and look, it's got this little hole in it. What was that for? I really want to know now, but we got the whole thing. All right, our bag here. We're gonna write dome light on it, just because, you know, you never know what's gonna happen. What if I sell it? Next guy might like to have it, or what if I die? My kids have no idea what it is, and they want to put it back together or something. Anyway, put this in here so we can clean and rewire later. We'll leave the little bag in there so it can remember its own shame, and put it on the shelf for get to that later. But I think what I'm going to do with the rest of my night is organize this a little better. You know, I'm getting back into this project, and I need to know where everything's at. This box is just stuff that got, you know, thrown around, misplaced, lost. My toolboxes are kind of a mess right now. So I think I'm going to spend the rest of the night and just clean and get everything kind of back to better. All right, so I did some research last night because it's the next day for me. I found out the dashboards in these old trucks, I think, I don't know, I don't remember the years, but I think they stopped in 65. The dashboard around the top next to where the front window is welded. It's got like spot welds and stuff up there. So we're not going to be taking it out. I'll just sand it and paint it while it's in here. But we do have to put the bolts back in. There's 3 bolts on this side, 3 bolts on that side, and then I took the 2 that go to the pedal assembly that ties everything together, I guess, out. So we're going to clean those just with the wire wheel and stick them back in, because I don't need to take the dashboard out. I don't need to go that far. This truck's too nice for that. So what I like to do, pretty much any bolt that I take off, I like to clean the threads, clean the, you know, the interior threads, and when I put it back on, Loctite it, and, you know, put it back on. So to clean the inside threads, I got this little very well used wire brush thingy, but it still works. So this is just getting the scale off the threads. Oh, bent it. These are cheap, so not too worried about it. I don't know where I got them. I broke it. That also happens. They're prickly. Okay, that looks pretty good from what I can see. Now just gonna clean out the holes a little bit. Make sure there's no like gunk and crap in there. And then, you know, any chance you get to make it a little bit cleaner, the better. So yeah, if I had a thread chaser set, I'd probably run it through a thread chaser too. Some of these are kind of flat, you know, just make it as perfect as possible. But I mean, this is supposed to be just an old rusty work truck. And that's what I intend to use it for when it's all together, should we get to that day. But since I'm sure that the, you know, the rust and everything removed a little bit of material, I don't want it squeaks and, you know, little rattles and noises, or at least as few as possible. This thing's gonna squeak and rattle a lot. And every little bit that I can get rid of is a little bit more comfort as you're driving. So Loctite the bolts and tighten them down. The Loctite just, you know, helps to ensure against those squeaks and rattles. It might make it a pain to get it off later, but I'm okay with that. And it goes in so much nicer than when it came out, all that rust being gone. And I'm using a red thread locker because that's what was in my drawer. There we go, nice and tight. All right, I'm gonna go do the other side. I'm sure y'all don't need to see that. I'm sure you've seen plenty of bolts being turned on YouTube. What is next? I don't think I'm gonna pull the windshield wiper motor out. There's some seat bolts under this rubber that is glued in, that I glued in, that need to come out. They're broken in there, and I want all the bolts to be usable. So I'm gonna pull the rubber up. And then, oh, there's the lights. There's the wiring for the roof lights coming out right here, but I'll pull that out when I pull the roof lights out, which isn't gonna be for a while. And I think, Oh, I gotta cut that thing out. I think that's the heater control. Somebody JB welded it in, and it has to be cut out because JB weld's really good, blah, blah, blah. Now I have to cut it out. Let's do that, because I have my cutter here. Okay. Ashtray is still working nice. Let's get that out of the way. I don't want to ruin the paint. Alright, so the center wheel is supposed to turn to be able to get this out. But somebody JB welded the center wheel on there. You can see a tool purchase in my future. But it's just a little bit of JB weld right there. Just a little bit is all that's stopping me. I'd love to keep this. This definitely needs to be, this is definitely no good, you know. Okay, time for cutting. Where are my glasses? Oh, they're on my head. Oh my goodness. I didn't even see I was doing that. Oh, I'm pissed now. Well, that's how you ruin it. Maybe I can make a tool for this. I'll be back. Okay. Alright, so I made a tool. Piece of the banding strap that held the tank on. And just cut some notches in it so it'll fit, and then bent it in the vise. Real simple to do. Way cheaper than the $120 one on the tool truck. And there we go. Alright, get that on there. I think I might have bent it too far. Oh, come on. Grab. It's turning. I'm a genius. Look at that. Nice. Yeah, I bent it too far. So I'll unbend it a little bit. Alright, cool. So this and this are getting saved. Gonna clean it up, leave the hole in there, and save it. And this needs to be replaced. Alright. Also, another thing to go on the list is stuff I can't afford. Alright, so I think the last thing we'll do on the inside of the cab, other than clean the tools up, is take the rubber mat back off, because if I remember right, there's some broken bolts, and the broken bolts for the seat I need to get out so we can bolt that down proper. And then that's as far as I'm going to go with taking the cab apart, the inside of the cab apart. Then I want to sand and repaint everything on the inside, because it just doesn't look as nice as I would like it. You know, I want the inside to be somewhat nice looking. Anyway, this rubber pad needs to be glued down again anyway. Parts of it came up. Maybe I didn't prep it right. I don't know. So yeah, let me see what I have under here. Now there's a broken bolt right there, which I want to fix. It's a weird bug that just ran past my fingers. Alright, so I just have a little grinder wheel right here, a little tiny one, to grind the top of this thing flat. I should be able to center punch that. I'm gonna get a wire wheel so I can't see all that well what's going on. There we go. Now I can see way better what's going on. This is gonna go right here. Looks like the middle to me. And a little bit of lube. Hopefully don't break my drill bit. All the way through. Just takes patience. Okay, then I have a bigger drill bit. Ah, sparks! I actually landed on my leg. Let's clean it up real nice. Because now we don't want slippage. And I have some easy outs here. Screw extractor set. Let's see, is this one? That one's gonna be good. Let's see what happens. It's not biting at all. I should have started with heat. Okay. See it warping the metal there? Alright. Let's see what happens. Well, it's definitely going down into the bolt. Oh. That feels like slippage on the tool. Come on. Oh, I think it's doing something. No, it's just turning in the hole. Okay. Is it moving it? I can't tell. I think it's just removing material. Yeah, it's just moving. Oh, where'd he go? Huh. I don't want to know what that is. There we go. Okay, I think that these are just too far gone. There's a rock. I can't believe I haven't cleaned this corner out back here. Oh, there's an old bottle cap. That'll go on the wall. Wow, there's a thick amount of debris back here. Okay. Quit getting sidetracked. I need to get to work. Get back. I need to get this thing. I think I'm gonna see if I have a tap big enough. Oh, what is that? A little jet. Oh, little jet. I don't know what size jet. It's a jet. What is this? Lava rock. Okay, alright. Let me go get a tap. See if I have the right taps. And then we'll just drill it and tap it. Alright, so here's my fancy set of, what are these called? Taps. Okay. Oh, it's upside. Oh, there we go. And then when we cut, we want lube, definitely. And this is just going to be cutting the rust out on this one. Because right now it's just dinking around. It's not doing the actual. There we go. It's like, you know, thread chase. Alright, now let me go see if I have a drill bit that'll work for this. Alright. Oh god, it's hot on my leg. Alright, so I'm just going to tap this out because I think that stuff is so, you know, fused together that it is not going to, you lose a bunch of, you know, thread material. And I'm not that worried about it losing the thread material as I'm driving, because there are 4 bolts that bolt this down, and if I have to do later repairs on it down the road, I'm okay with that. I did look to see if I had any inserts. What are they called? Helicoils or whatever? Or thread insert repair. And I don't have any for this size, so we can do that later if we need to. Could also probably grind the. Oh, it's like a metal plate. So it's a metal plate that this is going through. Huh. The other side has a nut. I don't know. If we have to do that too, we can do it. That'll be much later, you know. That seems to be cut all the way. Yeah. Oh, it looks really nice, and there's actually more threads at the top because these are set down a little bit, so that'll be good. Nice. I like it. All right, and I also got these tumbled. This is like, I think this is a cable brake, but it has a trans brake on it. But I tumbled these in the polisher, painted them all up. They feel good. That thing, put it in that to derust it. The seat slider's in there now. I'm gonna see if it could do anything. So these are all ready. This for the seats, the seat slider. I think these are all ready to be put back together. Then over here, working on a little house. This is all 3D printed. Gonna just be, you know, a little house. Fun thing that my girlfriend's doing. Anyway, and you know what? I think I'm gonna call this video. And thank you for watching. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe. This project is going to go a lot slower for me. I do have some other stuff to work on, which won't be like this, but I'm going to, you know, piece by piece this truck together. So this series is just going to be all the little pieces, all the little stuff that goes into it. But, you know, if you like this stuff, please like, give us a subscribe, tell your friends, comment. You know, all of that helps. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Dog, what are you doing? Huh? Are you limping? Are you limping? Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? Come here. Hi. Hi, puppers. Yeah. Why are you limping? Does your leg hurt? Yeah.